Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to our series on financial fitness. This is your host, Imhotep Ramses II, also known as Omar Lyons. Feel free to check out our Facebook page, Omar Imhotep Ramses Lyons, or our business page, which is facebook.com/omarlyons.org. So today, we are going to talk about financial fitness, and our key point today is invest. Invest, invest, invest. Start investing as quickly as you can. So, we're going to outline just a few steps on the way to wealth, okay? And this is something that I do not want you to simply take my word for, but do your own research. And if you look on our Facebook page, we have a list of books there. We have The Richest Man in Babylon by George Clason. We have Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. There are many books, many people who have written a lot on the subject. There's The Minimum Wage Millionaire by Omar Lyons. There is The Stock Lord by Omar Lyons. There is The Secret by, I believe it's Rhonda Byrne, and so on and so forth. So do the research for yourself and check these things out and try them and see if they work for you. Okay? All right. So here's the thing. It's important to save. Save money. And when you save at least 10%. So that is one of the keys. Save 10% or more of whatever you make. Another thing is to start a business. Start a business as quickly as you can, right? You can still keep your job, even if it's a minimum wage job. It's better if it pays more. But even if it's minimum wage, you can still start a business. Get a business license and start a business, either a corporation or an LLC. Those are the two typical forms of businesses to start, LLC being usually the easier of the two to start and to run. The next thing is, of course, to invest. Now, you can invest in whatever you choose to invest in. Some people invest in cars. Some people invest in computers. Some people invest in real estate. Some people invest in the stock market. And of course, we cannot mention investors in the stock market without mentioning the man, Warren Buffett. The man. Warren Buffett is awesome. Okay, now, I just want to turn your attention to a phrase that is very important because this all starts in your mind. And it's by Napoleon Hill and W. Clement Stone. And it says, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. And this is absolutely true. Okay, so save at least 10% of whatever you make. Start a business. Start investing. And once you start investing, do not eat your profits, but reinvest. Reinvest. Okay? And therefore, when you do that, you harness the power of compound interest. Compound interest is your money, making money, and that money making money also. Okay? Also, I want to mention in one book, The Richest Man in Babylon by George Clason, there's something there that says that wealth that comes easily and quickly tends to go away the same way, especially, so it's, in other words, easy come, easy go. So it also says that wealth starts from a tiny seed that you plant and you grow, you water and you nurture it, and then it turns into a big tree eventually. All right, and these are the principles, some of the core principles of wealth. So for those of you who are thinking, well, yes, I've heard that before, and yes, save money and invest and so on, but where do I start? How do I start? What do I do? What do I invest in? That's how your research comes in, okay? And that's how your discipline comes in. We need discipline, we need patience, we need wisdom, and we need consistency in order to climb the tree of wealth, or to progress on the path of wealth. Now, there are no magic tricks necessary and no sleight of hand, okay? Because there are a lot of people who have started with nothing and they ended up with millions, right? Start with nothing or start with very little, and they save, they're very astute, they're very frugal, and eventually their small fortune grows and grows and grows, and it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, so again, this is how we can go from poverty to profits, and from minimum wage to millionaire stage. All right, financial astuteness is key. Have you ever heard about the Navy SEALs? Have you heard of the Special Forces Marines, the Army Green Berets? Well, this is how you need to be on this financial battlefield, right? This is very, very serious, and if you really, really want to be serious about money, or if you want money to be serious about you, you have to be serious about money. I used to hear that before, and now I really understand what it means. Okay, now let's give an example here. Now, if you start out, for example, if you look at the stock market right now, there's some stocks that pay dividends and some do not. For example, I'll mention a few stocks like, let's say Verizon. Verizon right now pays about 4.75% per year in dividends. AT&T about 5%, BP about 7% or 6 something percent, right? So let's say you start out with $5,000, and I'm going to go ahead and erase some of this for now. But let's say you start out with about $5,000 you saved, or you borrowed the money from friends and family, I don't know. Or maybe you just worked so hard and you saved up all that money. You hear my little helper in the background, Jadrian. She's very helpful, all right? But let's say you start out with $5,000 and you invested it in a company that pays 6% in interest. Right now, I think BP pays that. This is not investing advice. This is not advocating any one particular company or stock. I'm just using it as an example, okay? This program does not offer legal or financial or tax advice. This is for entertainment and informational purposes only. Okay, so you start out with $5,000, and let's just say that you invest in a stock, let's say ABC stock, okay, and it pays 6%. Now, that 6% per year would work out to be about $300, right? $300 per annum, okay? Or about $75 per quarter, or $25 per month. Not that exciting, right? $75 per quarter, $25 per month. Not that exciting. Okay, but it's a start. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. It's a start. If you don't start somewhere, you'll never get there, right? So it's important to at least make a start and then to grow from there. Now, if you manage to save up more than that, or accumulate more money than that, or pool money together with people or something like that, then even better, okay? Let's say, again, I'm just using examples here, and this is just showing how mathematics and financial education can combine together or are intertwined together. Okay, let's say you have about $10,000 and you start investing, and let's say 6% would be about $600 per annum, about $150 per quarter, about $50 per month. Okay, all right. Now, let's say you had about $100,000. You can make in dividends, if something is paying 6%, $6,000 per year, $1,500 per quarter, about $500 per month. Still not that exciting for some people, I'm sure, right? Now, let's say you had $1 million. You either saved it, or you got it, or you pulled together with some people, whatever the case is. 6%, right? 60,000 per year, or let's say about 15,000 per quarter, or about $5,000 per month. How many of us can live on $5,000 per month, right? More than enough for some people. Some people have adjusted their lifestyle to where they can't even think of living on $5,000 per month because now they have so much more. But for most people, $5,000 per month is practical. All right, so that's great, but many of you might be saying to yourself, well, yeah, that sounds great, it sounds fine, but where are you going to get $1 million from to invest? right? Good question. Okay. Now, the whole thing is getting $1 million is not difficult, but it may be challenging. All right. Now, the whole thing is if you start small, you can get to this point and beyond. All right. Just ask Warren Buffett. He started basically with nothing, and now he has billions. Okay. So, but the whole point is to visualize and see yourself getting to this point, whichever way. Even if you start out with just $100 from your savings, and you grow and grow and grow, and then you start to invest, and that's the whole purpose for putting the first steps on there before about saving, starting a business, investing, and reinvesting, and using compound interest. There are other things you can do. Also, you can pool your resources together with other people and invest together. That's what hedge funds are. People pooling resources together and investing, and then getting a huge return. All right. So my whole point is that it is possible, and I'd like you to keep watching as we continue to produce these episodes and these series and give you financial information so that you can get other ideas about how to invest in the market, how to improve your financial situation, and so on and so forth. All right. This is a journey. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. And one of the things about discipline on this journey too is that we must be willing to pay the price initially. Okay? So there might be some things that you want now, but if you want financial freedom and independence, well, we might need to delay those wants, delayed gratification. You can get them, but maybe just not right at the moment, right? There might be some sacrifices to be made, might be some things to put off. You might want to get 6 television sets, but maybe now is not the time. You might want to get 3 cars and 6 cars, but maybe now is not the time. Maybe now is the time to save, start a business, work at it, invest and reinvest, and then later on you can sit back and relax while the returns and the dividends roll in. So again, today, this was our episode entitled Invest. Okay, and this is in our financial fitness episodes. Keep watching, and we will continue to try to bring forth more financial information, more ideas about the stock market, investing, and finances, personal development. Again, my name is Imhotep Ramses II, also known as Omar Lyons. Please feel free to visit our Facebook page, Omar Imhotep Ramses Lyons, our business page, facebook.com/omarlyons.org, and have a good week, and thank you for joining us. Also, look out for our minimum wage millionaire life experiment that is going on, because another week means another $30 added to the principal. How exciting. Wow. Okay. Thanks again for joining us. See you next time. Peace.